Hello, this is Jessie. I'm streaming from my apartment. What am I talking about? Okay, first I need to put the streaming address on Facebook first. So just give me a second. Put this on Facebook, then we'll start. So yesterday someone asked me how to leave a message. Okay, so what you need to do is, I guess you have to log on to YouTube so you can leave a message. Okay, so I'm gonna close this and I'm gonna open another Windows on my computer. Just a second. Today we are going to talk about vacations. Just a second. Oh, I'm looking up. Okay. So this one here. Okay. Okay, let's start. So, how, like we said last time, okay, so like right now I'm home, and if somebody's waiting for me at home, it's probably ask me, so how was your day? How was your day? It was just fine. Okay, not very good. Okay, why? I just got home. Now it's 11 o'clock. Okay, I got home at like 10:40, just 20 minutes ago. And what am I talking about? I rode a U-bike. I rode a U-bike home. But unfortunately, okay, I rode a U-bike. The bike had a flat tire. Okay, flat tire means the tire has no air, so it's flat. It's very difficult to ride. It was really difficult to ride a scooter, ride a bicycle, and I was a little bit worried. So I rode it very, very slowly. So it took me a long time from, I don't know, normally if I ride a bicycle from Banqiao MRT station to not to my apartment, I have to ride it to to like a intersection, okay, near my apartment, and it takes about like 10 or 15 minutes, but today it took like 20 minutes or more. So it really took a long time because I had a flat tire. Okay, so today I'm gonna talk a little bit about vacation, and if you have anything you want to share, you want to ask the question, you want to answer the question, please, feel free to leave a message. And what else? It's difficult to have I think it's difficult to stream, like you have to talk to yourself. So, okay, I'm gonna just start. And anytime if you have any question or you want to say hi, okay, just leave a message so I know someone's watching. And okay, so today I want to chat a little bit about vacation because that was a topic I had with my students a couple weeks ago. Okay, so we often go on vacation, and that's the thing everybody wants to talk about. So if you want to ask people, okay, where they went on their last vacation, so the question always start with like the place where, right? So where did you go on your last vacation? Okay, where did you go on your last vacation? And if you are watching and you feel like you want to, share about your answer, and please feel free to write it down and I'll read it out. Okay. So where did you go on your last vacation? For me, and this one, remember, use simple past. A lot of time people forget, okay, to use simple past. That's the verb. You need to use the past tense. So I went to Japan. So I went to Japan. And you can use your answer, so you can go to different places. Not necessarily in other countries. If you go to other countries, you go abroad. But sometimes you can say you go to, like Kending, you go to Taoyuan, that's abroad. So I went to Japan. I went to, you can say you went somewhere. And here you can also ask follow-up question. Don't just stop here. So for example, where in Japan did you go? Okay, where in Japan did you go? I went to Osaka. Okay, that is Daban, but somewhere down there. Okay, not necessarily Osaka. I went to. So it's better to find out the name of the place. Let me see if I can find it out. I I wrote it long time ago, but then I forgot. Okay, so here. Here. So I went to these places, Hegesan, Yisi, and Herzi, and this one when you talk to people and they don't really know these cities, right? So you can say I went to some cities in the south of, or some cities maybe near Osaka. Okay, then people understand. All right, and the next questions is this one. Okay, so normally you talk about where, then you talk about time. So time you use when. When did you go there? And this one is probably easier to answer. For example, I went there. Where did I go? I almost forgot. Oh, I went there this October. So that's about time. And number 3 is quite easy, is how, right? So how did you go there? How did you go there? So I took a plane, and after I got there, I probably use we took a tour bus. Okay, I'm sorry, I have to stop a little bit because it's really hot. I have to use something to wet. So, know what? Some people are watching. Do you want to share, like, where you went and how you went there, and who you went with, something like that? Okay, if not, I'm just gonna answer questions. So this one here, who did you go with? So when you travel, okay, who's the best company? I went with my father. Okay, because it was a family trip. But if you go on vacation, okay, who do you like to go? Do you like to go with your friends, or do you like to go with your family, or do you go by yourself? Okay, when I was younger, I love to past tense, travel by myself, but not now because it's a little bit too much. Okay, if you travel by yourself. If I travel with my family, that would be fine. But if I travel by myself, I don't know. Sometimes you get lonely. Okay, and it's very cold now, but you feel hot. Okay, somebody too. It's very cold. Okay, I'll tell you why. It's very cold right now. Really, is it cold in your room? Because it's hot here, but you feel that's you is me. Okay, hot. That's why. Because I tell you why. Because I'm embarrassed. And do you know embarrassed? Embarrassed means like 困窘, because I kind of feel like nobody's listening to me, and I don't know what to say, and I'm not sure if I'm saying something right or something wrong. So I feel a little bit embarrassed. So that's why I feel hot. And I'm sure everybody knows if you feel hot, if you feel embarrassed, you feel hot. And I guess that's why. And I'm talking nonsense because I guess like I don't have a lot of sugar in my blood. I ate dinner at 6 o'clock. So right now I'm a little bit hungry. So kind of like, okay, this is not good. So, okay, so I'm talking nonsense. I know what I'm talking about. It's not really nonsense, but how come nonsense is not a word? Okay, I thought it's a word. It was a word. Anyway, so number 5, how do you answer this question? We say how long, right? There are 2 different kinds of answer to this one. You can use a verb, or if you don't use a verb, you say, how long were you there for? So when you go on vacation, how long do you want to stay in a place? And you can also use verb. How long did you stay there? That's past tense, and with simple present, okay? So when you go on vacation, how long do you want to stay in a place? Do you want to stay in a place for a long time? Like a month, okay? So for example, for me, I think it's about 2014, okay, I went to Japan for a month. I stayed in Kyoto, okay, and I don't know how I can stay there for a month by myself, okay. It's a little bit long, but if you have been to Kyoto, okay, Kyoto is Jindu, you will probably like it because it's, should I eat some food? Okay, I have some snack, but I'm not really hungry at the moment. I bought some, this is one of my favorite snack. Okay, it's shrimp cake, and I like it a lot. And what am I talking about? Oh, Kyoto. You probably like Kyoto because Kyoto is a place. I can show you some picture. Do I have some picture from Kyoto? Not myself. So if you go to Kyoto, there are a lot of places you can go. I went to some temples, and there are a lot of temples in Kyoto. So this one is the famous one, but they are building something. They are doing some reconstructions at the moment. So if you go there, I don't know how it's called in English, 清水寺. Okay, so top 5. Before you go, you can try to figure out what you want to, where you want to go and what you want to visit. And if you're watching, okay, can you leave a message or say some words like, what do you want to hear or what do you want to know? Or if you have any questions. And because if not, then I'm gonna just talk about my vacation. Maybe talk about my vacation last time. Last time I was in Japan for a week. That's last October. So why did I stay in Kyoto for a month? Because I wanted to take a break. I had worked for like 7 years or 8 years, and I was really tired. When after you worked nonstop for a long time, you kind of feel like you really need a break. So I took a month off, and I decided to just stay in Kyoto because I didn't want to travel too much. So when I was in Kyoto, I slept in until like, what time? 10, sometimes 10 in the morning. And then I got up, just walked around the neighborhood and, visited some temples. I don't know. I really don't know how I can stay there for 1 month. But it was really nice because people in Kyoto were really friendly. And, if you ask them something, they answer you very kindly. For example, I went to there are a lot of restaurants in Kyoto station. It's a very big train station in Kyoto. So if you go to Kyoto station, there are a lot of restaurants. So I went to this restaurant. It's like a buffet, all you can eat. So you pay, I forgot, like 1,000, 2,000 yen, probably 2,000 yen, something like that. And some restaurant, they don't allow one person to go, how should I put that in good English word? So, like if it's buffet style, that means all you can eat. So for those restaurants, they don't welcome just one person because they think, okay, you are a person and you use the whole table, and other people, how should I put that in? Like one person, you only pay so much, but this table they can use it for 2 people, 3 people, or 4 people. Then they can make more money, so they don't welcome customers who's there just for themselves. So I went there and I asked, but their English is not so good. So the way first I asked people at the door, and that's a waiter, and the waiter's English is not so good. Okay, his English was not so good. So he asked the chef. So the chef came out and chat with me and like answer me in English, and he shows like, oh, he's like, oh, you can come. You are welcome to come here and enjoy the meal by yourself. So, but at that time I was full, so I didn't go inside. And then after a few days, I went back and I saw quite a few people. They were there by themselves, so they just eating and dining alone, and that's totally okay. And I didn't really study there. I took a few tours, small tours, and also my sister and my nephew and niece, they came to meet. They met me in Kyoto, and we went to Osaka. How do Japanese call that? Universal Studio. What's the name? I don't even remember that in English. I think it's called Universal Studio. It's just called Universal Studio. 大阪影城. Yeah. No. Universal Studios Hollywood. No, it's wrong. USJ. Yes, they call it USJ. Really? They just call it Universal Studio Japan. Okay. And yeah, that's it. That's my answer. Okay. So number 6. I'll just